Hi, my name is Ryan Bledsoe. I'm with Frothy Monkey Roasting Company, and welcome to Tasting Coffee Like a Pro. We're going to start this series off by talking about taste versus flavor. There is a distinct difference, and one has to do with your tongue, and one has to do with your olfactory senses. And we're going to break that down for you to hopefully help you taste coffee more like a pro. So let's start with taste. Taste is all to do with the tongue, and it's more of the notes of like sour, salty, bitter, sweet, umami. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about tasting something. When we're talking about flavor, what we're actually talking about is the smell or the retronasal smell hitting your olfactory senses, which is connected to your brain, is telling you, hey, this tastes like the time I had a chocolate bar. It tastes like the time I had an apple. So for example, if you're stopped up due to allergies or sickness, you can still taste things. You can still tell when something's bitter or salty or savory, but you're probably not going to be able to differentiate what specifically you're tasting. But we smell things while we taste things. So you smell before you put something in your mouth, but you're also smelling retronasally while you're breaking down food in your mouth. So you're able to perceive all the specific flavors that you know and love. And flavor calls are all about experience. You have your own personal relationship and memories to food and to drinks, and that is all recalled in your brain when you're tasting something. And when I'm telling people to taste coffee, I encourage them to just trust their gut, trust their instincts, because everything's subjectual. Trust that if you taste chocolate, you probably taste some chocolate. We have a wonderful tool in coffee called the flavor wheel. There are a couple of them floating out there, but the one I'm going to reference today is the one from Specialty Coffee Association. And basically, if you look at it, you can look in the center and you see very generic calls, whether it's fruity, spicy, and you basically take that generic thought. So maybe you think you're tasting something fruity, but you're not exactly sure what fruit. So follow the chart, and then maybe you just follow it to, oh, maybe this tastes like a citrus fruit. And then find what citrus fruit it most resembles. So that's how we use the flavor wheel. Start with the very generic, work your way to specific, and then find the flavor call that you think you're getting. I'm going to take you through tasting one of our coffees to kind of walk you through the process of it. This is our 12 South blend. This is our go-to house blend. And yeah, let's taste some 12 South. So right away, our 12 South is very full-bodied. It's sweet and get some fruity notes to it. So I taste not kind of a berry fruit, definitely not a citrus fruit. It's very minimal on acidity levels. And I'm definitely getting some other fruit. Apples are pretty typical in our blend, just knowing, having had it many times. But the apple isn't very much like a green apple. It's very much more of a red apple. I would say Gala, Red Delicious around there. We definitely put red apple on the flavor calls, but the coffees we source can kind of vary on the red apple. Definitely notes of sweetness resembling cocoa, chocolate, a semi-sweet, and then a lot of nuttiness too. There's some nice, yeah, kind of just mixed nuts. Sometimes it can be hazelnut, sometimes it can be peanut, but yeah, definitely a nuttiness to it. Thank you for joining us for our first video on how to taste coffee like a pro. Stay tuned, we'll have many more to come.